If you're wondering what you're going to pack to go for urban sketching, come along with me and I'll show you what I normally pack for my urban sketching outings. Hi, I'm Jolyene. I'm a beginner sketcher myself, and I'm just going to share with you what I normally bring with me for an urban sketching outing or just going to a cafe and sketch. So today I have a few things to show you. As you can see, I have my pencil case right here alongside of this bag here, my kit, where I pack everything in. So it's easy for me to just bring them around and put in a bag. I have two sketchbooks, which I will normally bring. You don't necessarily need to bring two, to be fair. I bring it because there are two different sizes in terms of paper size, and it just gives me the variety. It just gives me the option to choose which one I want to use at that point in time. So let's talk about the easy piece, the sketchbooks. Let's get it out of the way and then we'll go into more details about it. This is my Moleskine sketchbook. It's A5, and if I'm not mistaken, it's 300 GSM. It's really nice thick paper, very nice thick paper. As you can see, it's a little bit textured right here. Some people may like it, some people may not. But for myself, after using it for a few times, I think I like it. I don't know whether I like the texture or just because it has thicker paper. This is one of the rare times where I actually use a proper watercolor sketchbook outside to do my sketching. I know, I should have gotten the right one, but there you go. So thick paper, and one thing I like about it as well is A5 is easy for me to just carry with me in my bag, and it lays flat. So when I need like a A4 size, well, technically it doesn't look like A4, does it? But anywho, lies flat, and I can just sketch across it quite easily. So I quite like it. And like I said, because of the thick paper, it doesn't buckle as much when you use watercolor on it. So I really like it. I really like it. So this is the Moleskine sketchbook. And of course, I have a lighter paperweight. This is by C. White of Brighton. As you can see, it's 160 GSM, it's A5. Um, Interestingly, it says here size for extra wet strength. You can use watercolor on this one. I think it does. Although it's 160 GSM, yes, it still buckles a little bit with watercolor, just a little bit, and it's good. It's good enough. And this sketchbook is where I just want to sketch something and just go for it rather than being really nice and precise. I know. Sketchbook is for you to try things out. But I have no idea why. But the Moleskine one, I try to be nicer. I try to do nicer stuff. I don't know. It's just me in my head. But there you go. There you go. You're supposed to do anything you want on your sketchbooks. Okay, so feel free. Feel free. Please do not follow what I say. Anywho, so when I go to a cafe, then I will normally just bring my 160 GSM because if I just want to do people sketches, people watching just to practice, I'll use this one. So, yes, so these are my two sketchbooks. Let's put that aside. And let's talk about my pencil case. I have my fountain pen. This is my Twisby Eco fountain pen. This is the fountain pen that I use most of the time. I love it. This is the extra fine nib with platinum carbon ink, which is a waterproof black ink. Then I have, this is something new that I recently bought, Sailor. The difference is this one, it has a 55-degree angle tip. That's my pencil case. This is my kit. Whenever I go for urban sketching, this is what I will bring with me in my bag. This is from Herschel. Very nice little bag. When I bought it, I thought, oh, might be a little bit too big. Nope, nope. Right now, I'm running out of space. Here's my watercolor palette. It's It's a small case, as you can see, and I have all my watercolors right here. Really nice. I can use this as a palette as well if I want to. If I'm running out of space, I don't have enough space, I'll just use this as my palette. Always clean it. Some people don't, but that's a preference, right? Yeah, I like my palette clean. So that's that. Now, if you ask, why do you have this paper here? Now, when you're out, um, when you're outdoor sketching, your watercolor tend to be wet. So I tend to just put a piece of paper here so it doesn't stain this side. I don't know why, but that's what I do. So yeah, this is my watercolor palette. And to go with this, I have this water squirt bottle thing. I have this so that when I start, before I start using my watercolor, I tend to just squirt some water on it just to activate the paint. And yeah, that's the whole purpose, and it's taking up space. But no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I have this small little bottle. It's just to fill in some water when well, when you use watercolor. I use this when I need it, only if I need it, to fill some water for the brush, to clean the brush, use it with the brush and the watercolor. Two clips right here, because previously my sketchbook tend to buckle quite a bit because I'm not using the right paper weight, obviously. So I'm just using this to clip on it so it doesn't buckle too much or it doesn't fall onto me. This is my palette, and it's small and it's easy to carry around. And yeah, I really like using this as my palette. But you know, the number of times I use this is only when I'm in a cafe and I have a table. This is my travel brush that I thought about for a good 6 months before I spend the money on it. Um, Please ignore the color. I don't get on with gold very much, so when I bought this, I really had buyer's remorse, and it took me a good 2 months before I actually use it because of this color. Oh dear. Anyway, this is Midas Touch Procreate. I'll leave the link down in my description. I love it. It is a beautiful brush and it's so good. This is the size where you pack it in, obviously, and you can open it. This is the brush, it's really nice and soft. Stick it back in, and you get a full length brush. How cool is that? And there's my kit. I have my trowel brush. I have my porcelain palette. I have my watercolor case. Um, Bottle for water along with some clips. Whenever I need it, it's there. And of course, my water spritzer thing. And there you go. This is my bag. If I go for an urban sketch outing, I would definitely bring all the things that you have seen. If I need to remove something, it would be my 300 GSM sketchbook. I might go with the 160 GSM one. If I were to go to a cafe to sit down and just in case my mood decide that yes, let's sketch something, then I would bring along my A6 sketchbook, my pencil case, and my A5 160 GSM. So share with me what you have in your kit, or if you're just starting out, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So I'm a beginner sketcher myself, so let's explore and do this together. I have linked a few videos right here that could be useful. Have a look and do subscribe. Thank you.